Hello crafty friends and welcome back to the Crafty Seas. Today we'll be turning this ash and leftover charcoal from the fire pit into something amazing using no crafty supplies, all as part of Paper and Twine's Tag Club, and this month's prompt was Ashen. Let's get crafting. Grab yourself a trusty piece of Amazon packaging to make a tag base, and then some plain white copier paper that you would use for your printer, and give it a really good scrunch up. You want to get it nice and crinkled because the more wrinkles and crevices on the paper, the better it will take the black colour from the charcoal. So once you've crinkled it up, smooth it out and grab your piece of leftover burnt wood from the fire pit and just rub it in. Now, this will create a bit of mess, but just make sure you've got some towels or a baby wipe to hand and it'll tidy away in no time. Here I'm just tapping and blowing away the excess charcoal, and I've noticed that there's still quite a white background, and as this month's prompt was ashen, I was looking for a more pale grey ashen tone, so I grabbed a trusty baby wipe and just wiped back the surface. Be gentle when you're doing this if you're using plain copier paper like myself. If you're using watercolour or thick card, then go for it. As you can see, the side that we used the baby wipe on has a softer, more ashen shade than the left side, which we didn't wipe back. Next, we just used some Pritt stick to stick the paper to our tag base. So once we've got that all really stuck down well, we'll just cut round it, and that's us got the tag base. So now it's time to get really creative, and you'll need to get creative with me and use your imagination, because I am not an artist or even a competent drawer in any way, shape or form. But you know how it goes, the creative juices get flowing, you get an idea, you're inspired. So hey ho, I grabbed the charcoal and started drawing. It's a little tricky to use the burnt pieces of wood to draw with, as they do tend to break apart in your hands, but just have fun and give it a go. I really enjoyed sitting and having a play with the charcoal and just letting my imagination go. So I won't tell you what it is yet, you'll have to stay tuned to the end to see, but I can tell you that as soon as I saw the ashes from the fire, I was inspired to make this tag. So once I had finished creating the image, I roughly ripped around it, and I'm just using a lighter here to give it a burnt edge effect. Just be very careful when you're doing this, you don't want to set your image on fire, or yourself for that matter. I printed out a sentiment using the computer, and I've used some nail polish and nail decorative beads and a lighter, and I'm going to distress the sentiment before adding it to the tag. As I didn't have access to my crafting supplies, it was quite a challenge to create a tag using only the things that I had lying around. But I managed to use the nail polish as a glue to attach the small nail polish beads instead of my usual gems and adhesives. It worked out really well, they did stick in place great. Here I'm just gently rolling back the edges of the sentiment just to give it that little bit more of a distressed feel. I used the black nail polish as an alternative to embossing powder to decorate the edges of the tag. It gave a really nice glossy 3D finish to it, and this is very inexpensive nail polish that I purchased from the pound shop. I used a piece of the spare packaging to act as foam pad and cut a piece of Halloween fabric as I didn't have any ribbon to use as a tassel. So here it is. Ta-da! From the ashes, rise like a phoenix tag. I hope you like the tag. I really enjoyed making it. It was great to think outside the box and use unconventional crafting materials to create this tag. In fact, I enjoyed making it so much that I made it in a larger version as well. Here it is. And here they are side by side. So thank you very much for watching today. Please check out everyone else's makes for the PT Tag Club. I'll leave all the links in the description box below for Ashleigh Paper and Twine's channel, and please check out the challenge. It's super fun. There's a different prompt or 2 prompts each month. And until next time, thanks for watching and happy crafting.